Well, welcome to video 1 of Lucrative Referrals. I need to tell you a little story, and you're going to wonder, how does that come in with lucrative referrals? Well, I was in Dallas visiting my daughter, and they had just bought a new hammock for the backyard. Now, Charlie at the time was about 10, and he's autistic. And I had promised at breakfast, I had promised him at some time during the day we'd go get an ice cream cone. So he was all excited about that. But before we went, I said, I'm going to go out and try out the new hammock and read the last chapter of my book. So Charlie will go in 30 minutes. Well, if you know anything about a 10-year-old that's on the autistic spectrum, you know that there's only one time on his timeline, and that is now. So I am relaxing in the hammock, and Charlie's coming along, and Grandma, is it 30 minutes yet? No, Charlie, it's not 30 minutes yet. A few minutes later, can we go now? No, we can't go now. And then pretty soon he's coming out, and he's nudging the hammock and swinging it, and let's go. Hey, Grandma, come on. Let's go now. And I finally decided now is the perfect time. And do you know what? Well, watch the slides that are coming on, and you'll see how that applies to your centers of influence, because we've got to wake them up and get them bringing in lucrative referrals for you. So it's about doubling the prolific centers of influence, which we're going to call your advocates. And you know what? They're asleep. They're in their hammock, just like I was up there. And so your job is to wake them up. Now let's look at this a moment. If you see this hammock, it's kind of like an upside down bell curve. And when we're talking about centers of influence, I would suspect if you look at your clients and your centers of influence, about 10% of them are natural givers, and they will be giving you referrals when they see that that's appropriate. On the other end of the spectrum, there's probably 10% that will never give you a referral. So that leaves us 80% to work with. If you're going to be like Charlie and come along and start nudging them, and by nudging them in this example, it's about doing something for them. Give first. It's about intriguing them. It's describing who your prospect is and illustrating your value and coaching them in how to be prolific. So if you're nudging them and doing all of that, you will be able to get approximately 10% giving you more referrals on a regular basis. So we've cut our middle part down to 70%, but the good news is now you've got 20% that are giving you referrals. And they become what I call your board of advocates. So the board of advocates works by you having these advocates, and you meet with one a week in a round-robin fashion, just like it showed here on the screen, and you coach them to give you high-quality referrals. And that's how you will be filling up your sales funnel. Remember, you get the 10% natural givers. And now by working with your advocates in what we call the board of advocates, you have 10% more. So that's how you double your results, by doubling the number of prolific advocates. And just keep going one a week and look at how you can exchange referrals back and forth. So isn't this a hoot? You know, you have more control over your own referrals and creating that continuing inflow of lucrative referrals probably than you thought you would. And it's exciting, and you're in control. And I hope you have enjoyed this little video as much as I've enjoyed putting it together for you. And if you really enjoyed it, a couple of things. Give us a comment on the page below, and also keep your eyes and ears open. We'll give you a chance to get the whole process of creating those lucrative referrals through prolific, I like to call them advocates. It's called Referrals for Profit. But right now, stay tuned, because lesson 2 will be in your inbox in just a couple of days. And you will learn more about how you get those guys becoming prolific advocates and sending you those lucrative referrals.